If you're looking for cheap and instant Madden Ultimate Team coins, head on over to MikeCoinBank.com and use the discount code RBT for 10% off. And if you're looking for packs actually worth opening, check out MaddenMascot.com and use code RBT for 10% off. Yo, what is going on, everybody? This is Samuel Brown, aka RBT, coming at you with another episode of the Cleveland Browns Madden 17 Connected franchise. This is going to be pretty much the most important episode of the series so far. I know I've said that a lot, but this is the trade deadline, week 8, so this is the last trades we are going to be able to make for this season up until the offseason. And we have one pretty big position of need, and that is going to be left tackle. I got you guys to suggest left tackles in the previous episode, and I got the most thumbed up comments, and I'm going to be going after them today to try to bolster that left tackle position. But the tricky part about it is we don't have a lot to trade away. The easy solution to all this would to be trade away Joe Hayden. I let you guys vote in a straw poll whether I should trade away Joe Hayden or not, and it was very, very split. The vote did end up in favor of trading Joe Hayden, but it was like 53% to like 47%. So if I can avoid trading Joe Hayden since the vote was so split, that's what I'm going to definitely try to do. But aside from the left tackle position, I think we're pretty much set across the board. It's just like you see the team, and then you see a 75 overall, and you're like, what are you doing? What are you doing? The defense looks pretty good as well. I mean, Mark Barron is kind of low in terms of overall, but his skill set is exactly what I want, so I think he's going to play better in the series than a 76 overall. But yeah, with that said, guys, let's go ahead and jump right into this left tackle trade attempt. So if you guys do enjoy today's episode, let me know by dropping a like. If we can smash 2,000 likes on today's trade deadline episode, that would be absolutely incredible. And be sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And with that said, man, let's just make this pretty simple. Jump right into this first trade attempt. And I'm going to do this episode in terms of trades just like I did in the last episode, I believe. And that is, I got the top rated comment, and it has 4 suggestions. I'm going to go from top to bottom, trying to trade for each and every player. Now, if I cannot get anybody from the top rated comment, I'm going to go to the second most thumbed up comment, and so on and so forth. So, you're going to see the comment on the screen right now, and the first left tackle that we are going to be going after is the 49ers left tackle, which is going to be Joe Staley. And I told you guys to suggest veteran tackles because, like, that's the easiest guys to trade for. I mean, I need a player right now that's good. So if the trade can be pretty easy and we can get a high overall left tackle, that will be just fine with me. So I wonder what it's going to take to get Joe Staley. He is only an 81 overall, but that is a pretty big, improvement from our current left tackle, which is King Dunlap, who is, a 75 overall. So Joe Staley, let's see, we do have a 6th round draft pick for this year. I want to see how close this is. It's in the orange. So how about we add in next year's 6th round draft pick as well, and it's still in the orange. So what do the 49ers want? They need a quarterback, left outside linebacker, center, right tackle, and strong safety. So let's see if we have any backups that we could add into this deal. Okay, Landon Collins is not being traded away. How about, do they want a free safety? How about Larry Asante? Why isn't Deion Buchanan showing up there? Okay, yes, he was. I guess I'm blind. So Larry Asante, how about him straight up for Joe Staley? I have a feeling this is not even going to be close. And it's in the orange, but I'm not sure about that. So let's keep on moving along. What about left outside linebacker? We have a couple guys we could potentially trade. Mike Morgan. Would they be interested in Mike Morgan? They're not in terms of it, being red and it's not going to be green. But because he's a little bit older and not that high of overall, and since that is one of the top needs, how about Mike Morgan straight up for Joe Staley? Yep, that definitely didn't freaking work. So how about, do we have any centers that we could trade away? Cameron Irving, would you be interested in him? They're not, but it's still in the red. God dang. So this is going to be pretty difficult. So let's go, how about right tackles? We have this guy, Jacoby Cofield. They're not going to be interested in him either, are they? Of course they're not. So I'm going to try one more trade, and I have a feeling it's not going to go through. How about this, straight up? And it's in the yellow, so it's getting kind of closer. So how about Larry Asante in the 2 6th round draft picks for Joe Staley? And it's still in the yellow. I have one more free safety that I can't offer. I know it's strong safety they're interested in, but maybe I could convert one of these guys to strong safety. Maybe that could be what I do. But we're going to try throwing in Chris Banjo instead. I like his last name, but it's still in the yellow. So I think what I'm going to do is go after the rest of the players in this comment. and then if none of these go through, I'm going to come back and then maybe trade away some players and get some other draft picks. But as of right now, we're going to go to the second comment, which is going to be Sebastian Vollmer of the New England Patriots. Yes, I know that he is a right tackle, I believe, in this year's game. But first of all, what we need to do, I think Sebastian Vollmer is injured, so I need to make sure he's not injured first. Yeah, man, so Sebastian Vollmer is injured for 11 weeks, so we're actually not going to be going after him because that would be freaking stupid. So I highly doubt this is going to go through because he's a 95 overall. I didn't realize he was that high of overall, and he's only 28, so I have a really bad feeling this isn't even going to be close. But as I say, we're always going to attempt these deals. They're not interested in Larry Asante, although their top need is a free safety. Are they interested in any of these free safeties by chance? Of course they're not. Of course they are not. So we have a left-in Rashid Hageman that we could potentially trade away. They are interested in him. So this could be the move. Okay, guys, that's not bad. That is definitely not bad. We could potentially make this happen if we can find one more player they are actually interested in. If we could add ourselves a 95 overall left tackle, that would be so freaking amazing. Now this deal isn't even remotely close. So how about I attempt to throw in those 2 draft picks that we have? I know this isn't going to be that close, but I'm going to attempt it like I said. And it's still in the orange. So I'm not sure if we actually have enough to make this deal go through. I think this is a lost cause. We don't have enough to trade away for Trent Williams. I might come back to it later. Now the next top comment with 153 thumbs up says, get Laremy Tunsil and move him to left tackle. Which I definitely don't mind doing because I think he'd probably be a decently high overall left tackle. And he is pretty young. But of course it's just going to depend on how much it takes to get Laremy Tunsil. He's a 77 overall. So he's not that high of an overall like I thought he was. I thought he was like at least an 80. And I know he's young, and I told you guys I wanted veterans, but I mean, it's what you guys voted up, so screw it. They need a cornerback. I'm not trading away Joe Hayden for him. They need a left tackle. So, could I finesse them? Are they interested in King Dunlap? And they are. Now, this is something I could do. How about I take out Laremy Tunsil? I have an idea, guys. Since I'm trading for a left tackle, I don't need King Dunlap. So, I'm actually liking the Trent Williams deal. If I can get a 95 overall left tackle, that would be incredible. So, why don't I try to get a draft pick from the Dolphins for King Dunlap, and then go back to that Trent Williams trade, and then add in Rashid Hageman, who they were interested in, and this draft pick that we get from the Dolphins. Which, it being a 75 overall, 30-year-old left tackle, I don't think I can get a first-round draft pick, especially with it being the 4th top pick in the draft. Just going to throw it out there, and it's in the orange. Is there a way? I don't know. Maybe I should just go after the second. Maybe go after their 2nd-round pick. Going to throw this out into the universe. Did that not even go up? That genuinely did not even go up at all from the 4th pick to like the 30-something? It's like exactly the same. Why don't I go after this pick? I think probably at best I'll get a 3rd-round draft pick from King Dunlap. But for some reason, the Dolphins do not have a 3rd-round draft pick. So let me just throw in like their next year's 1st-round draft pick. See if I can get this. And that's actually pretty freaking close. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to find another team that's interested in King Dunlap and see if I can get a decent draft pick from them. If they genuinely might be the only team in the NFL that is interested in King Dunlap. I'm surprised anybody is, honestly, with that $5 million cap hit, being 75 overall, and him, being 30 years old. So I think genuinely the Dolphins are the only team that is interested in King Dunlap. The Broncos are. What can I get from the Broncos? They only have a 3rd-round draft pick? What? Can I get their 1st from next year? Is this a thing? It was accepted straight up. So, oh man, King Dunlap for the Broncos next year's 1st-round draft pick, who we're going to try to add into the Trent Williams deal and try to get ourselves a freaking Pro Bowl left tackle, which I honestly did not expect to happen. So here we go, fellas. Throwing in Rashid Hageman and this next year's 1st-round draft pick. I have a feeling this is not going to go through. It's in the yellow, so we need like one more decent thing to add into this deal to make it happen. So with that being the case, what can we get? We might need to trade away Larry Asante and try to get a draft pick as well, because this is going to be difficult. It's in the yellow still. How about next year's 6th-round draft pick as well? I'm making this deal happen. Like, I'm absolutely just set in stone that we're going to get Trent Williams one way or another. So I'm going to throw in next year's 6 or this year's 6 as well, and it's still in the yellow. So we have to make something happen. All I could get from the Raiders for Larry Asante was this year's 7th and next year's 7th. So I'm going to have to try to work something out. Whoa. Okay. Alright, so we have some explaining to do. I added in both my 6th round draft picks, or I think my 6th and my 7th from this year, to get their 5th round draft pick. Now, there's a glitch in franchise mode where if you don't back out after you get a pick in a trade, it like glitches and disappears. Well, I accidentally clicked like send trade, sent the offer when it was just only the 6th round draft pick that was involved because the other one disappeared, and it said it was accepted, but there's like an invisible pick when it says send to the Rams. So I'm not sure if I actually used my pick from this year or if it just completely glitched. If it glitched, thank you, because I discovered a great glitch in freaking franchise mode where you don't actually have to, trade away your picks. But let's see if we actually kept both those picks. I doubt it, but that still needed me to explain what just happened, because that seemed really sketchy that there was an invisible draft pick that was added into that deal. So let's see if we got to keep that other pick. And yeah, I expected it went away as well. But we did get a 5th round draft pick. I'm still trying my best to trade up. So I had to trade away all the remaining draft picks that I had to get a 4th rounder for this year. So a 5th from this year, a 6th from next year, and a 7th from next year for this year's 4th. Now, I'm going to add this into the Trent Williams deal and see if somehow it gets accepted, but I extremely, highly doubt it, but we're going to see what happens. This year's 4th, next year's 1st, and Rashid Hageman for Trent Williams. And it's in the green, but we still have some work to do. I'm going to make this freaking happen. Still trying to compile some draft picks. So, the Texans have the highest team need of the right guard position out of all 32 NFL teams, and I wouldn't mind trading away Davin Joseph. So, I'm going to see if I can get a 4th round draft pick for him, and that's really weird that they wouldn't want a 77 overall right guard, but looks like I'm going to have to settle for a 6th round draft pick. Is this the move? And what? This is another situation where I have to get 2 7ths. This is going to suck. How about at least a 6th from next year as well? Wow. Wow, I'm not even sure if I can get a 7th straight up for Davin Joseph. This is taking some maneuvering, guys. Hopefully you appreciate all this. That still isn't accepted. How about this is 7th? This is 7th. Jesus. I think I found myself the deal breaker. So, I think I'm going to trade one more player away to get a draft pick. And the Panthers are interested in PJ Dawson. Plus, right outside linebacker is their #1 team need. So if I can get one more decent draft pick, I think I can make that Trent Williams deal and go through. So let's see if we can somehow sneak their 1st round draft pick. I highly doubt it, but I'm going to attempt it. That's actually so close. That is so close, guys. So let me see if there's something. I don't know if I want to trade away more. How about this 4th round draft pick? This might be enough to get this 1st round draft pick. This might be enough. It was accepted, guys. I think we're going to get ourselves Trent Williams as we just get a 1st round draft pick for PJ Dawson and a 4th rounder for this year. We're about to make this happen, guys. We are about to get, I think, this will be our highest overall player of the year that we have got in a trade. And it's at our biggest position of need. So let's see. Here we go, fellas. The 1st round draft pick, I think that's the one we just got, and Rashid Hageman for Trent Williams. Is this going to be enough to bring the big fella to Cleveland? And, oh man, very anticlimactic. Now, the question is, do I also go ahead and just add in that next year's? Let me throw in this year's 7th and see how close this gets. I know this is probably way too much. I feel like this 1st rounder for next year puts us way overboard, but it's enough to bring them in, and there's nothing else I can add in that's a little bit less, but just enough to get them. Although this is probably way too much for them, like I said, it's worth getting a franchise left tackle, our highest overall player of this series so far, Trent Williams. Welcome to Cleveland. We just got a freaking huge player, a freaking huge blockbuster trade that took so much, finessing, but finally, left tackle, Trent Williams. Look at him right here, boys. Looks so much better, if we can ever get to him. Looks so much better there at left tackle than freaking King Dunlap did. So that's it for trades, man. So with that, guys, that's going to do it for the first portion of the video, and that's going to do it for this season's trade deadline. Hopefully, guys did enjoy all the trades and everything. The team looks obviously completely different than it did at the beginning. Only a couple players like stayed on the team from that's like really on the Browns in real life, but every single trade was suggested by you guys, and I think you guys put together a pretty good freaking awesome team. But I still want you guys to leave your comments in the comment section below for suggestions you want me to do in this series. It could be absolutely anything, and like the top rated comments still will be featured in the series, and I'll try to take whatever suggestions you guys have and implement them into the series, because the trade deadline is over, but this is still your series, so I'll do whatever you guys want me to do. So if you see some awesome suggestions in the comments, be sure to still thumbs them up. And last thing before we jump into today's game against the New York Jets, who are having a good season at 5-2. Hopefully we can get the win. We are playing at home, so hopefully that does help us out. I had a lot of people suggest in last episode that I should trade away Ezekiel Elliott. But the reason I'm not doing that is because I put that to a straw poll a couple episodes ago, and it was pretty unanimous that we should keep Ezekiel Elliott. So I think I agree with you guys that want me to trade him away. I think Derrick Henry's playing a lot better, but I have to go with what you guys want and keeping Zeke on the team. So hopefully you guys are okay with that. We still made a huge signing, or a huge trade rather, in acquiring 95 overall Trent Williams. So with that said, guys, it is time to jump into this week's game against the New York Jets. Hopefully we can get the W and be great. Is Mark Sanchez their starting quarterback? He is. I had no idea. What the heck? And he makes a huge completion on the first play of this one. There is a flag and they break a... What is going on? This is shades of like 2 episodes ago. Please be holding. I still want to figure out why Mark Sanchez is their starting quarterback. I might have to go back and look like after this video. But please be holding. Please let that play not count for anything. It was holding against James Carpenter. Thank the Lord. 2nd down and 17. They're going to run the football here. And there's another flag this time, as I think it's going to be holding once again. It seems like the sliders on Madden and just like the gameplay in general like changed itself like every episode. Like something's different every single episode, although I don't change absolutely anything. It's holding already twice in this episode. And I didn't even mention it is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, obviously, as all the players are wearing pink. But 3rd down and 15. No, wait, there's another holding call. Like the sliders have not been changed whatsoever as Landon Collins makes the play. That's literally 3 holding calls already in this game in like 4 or 5 plays. It's a little bit ridiculous, but like I said, I didn't change anything to the penalty slider, so this is just the same as last episode, but we're going to decline the penalty, get the ball back, and hopefully that fixes itself, because hopefully I won't have to deal with that the whole entire episode. So with Zeke keeping his career in Cleveland, avoiding being traded, we're going to hand the ball off to him, see if he can get things going, and prove to me that I made the right decision. 3rd and 8, we're going to pick this up. Holding again? This seems like something... Oh, I threw a pick anyway. I'm sorry, I just completely lost my concentration here. This is like, okay, this is stupid. I want to show you guys if I can go into the sliders. I might change it like mid-game, because this is absolutely stupid. Where's holding? Offensive holding is actually down to 47. I can't change it mid-game. I cannot change this mid-game. This is gonna be a long one. Like I said, man, like I completely lost my concentration on that last play because the penalties are just being annoying right now. But got to thinking about it. How is a New York Jet team led by Mark Sanchez 5-2? So no wonder Mark Sanchez is their starting quarterback. Ron Fitzpatrick and Bryce Petty are both on the IR. Geno Smith is out for the season. Look how many players the Jets have out for this season, or just have out in general. Wow, we better win this game. Oh, that's crazy. Let me go back real quick. This guy went to my college. Braden Bowman? Braden Bowman, where you at? Braden Bowman went to South Alabama. My boy. But he's out for the season. Mark Sanchez isn't even taking the ball from under center. I got to go back and watch the replay. This might be a completion, and it is. I'm not even going to say it. I know I pressed Y to try to pick the ball up, but my player doesn't even do anything about it. Mark Sanchez isn't even like under center. What is this game doing? This game is messed up completely. Like, Mark Sanchez doesn't even know how to take snaps from under center. Like, what has EA done to their freaking gameplay, man? It's absolutely just been atrocious lately. And he keeps on breaking tackles, Matt Forte to the 9. Like, we had that crazy game against the Titans a couple weeks ago when we lost by like 40 points. And then I came back and thrashed the team last week that we played. And the sliders were absolutely the same. And now it seems like they're back to how they were against the Titans. So is it like them making adjustments to the game and it's the way the sliders correlate into the episode? Like, I don't know, but it's just been kind of annoying lately how just different the gameplay is every single week. But anyways, let's just try to keep the Jets out of the end zone right here. Second goal from the 8-yard line. Forgot we had Christian Kirksey injured. It's going to be a toss to the right. Can Collins make this tackle? And he does. We need one more stop. One more play defense. One more play. He's wide open. That's a touchdown. That is a touchdown. A beautiful pass from Mark Sanchez, of all quarterbacks. Found the open area in the zone coverage. As that's Smith with the reception. I'm not even sure who that is, but how is he so wide open? Where's our safety help? Landon Collins, 90 overall safety. Just nowhere to be found. Well, it's being reviewed, and it looks like he might have not actually had his feet in bounds. Or both feet in bounds, rather. So we're going to skip and see what the final... Never mind. Did he not have only 1 foot in bounds? I have to go... Devin Smith is the receiver that made the touchdown grab. But let's see real quick. So he makes the catch right here. That foot, if it would let me go down, it's not letting me go down at all. But that foot, as you see, it is not on the ground. That's not a touchdown. Only 1 foot. Only 1 foot was in bounds. Or did he touch it right here? Did he touch? I'm telling you, this is not a touchdown. And they even reviewed it. That was a booth review. This gameplay is absolute trash. Can't let these kind of things fluster me because we have a ball game to win. 3rd and 2. Gonna hand it off to Ripkowski as Ripkowski gets a chance to carry the ball. The action from Tyrod Taylor. Oh, I'm scared to throw the ball to X. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. That's going to be Terrell Pryor with the reception. Play, action, pass. Oh, man. That's a fumble. That's a fumble. Our new acquisition, Trent Williams, makes the fumble recovery. 3rd down and 28. This is going to take some kind of absolute freaking miracle, man. Corey Coleman, though, down the seam. At least we can get in the field goal range. He makes a reception. I'll gladly take the field goal as long as the freaking field goal meter doesn't, like, not register as it usually does half the freaking time. Because some of the stuff in this game, man, is just absolutely broken. It registered that time. And it's going to be right down the middle. 3rd down and 3. They're lining up in an offset I formation. Kind of curious. I don't think they're going to run the ball here, are they? Who knows? They are going to run the ball. And he's going to have a wide open hole. Danny Shelton, though, comes off his block. Makes a tackle, but was it short of the 1st down? And it was. 3rd down and 9. I need to pick this up so we can potentially take the lead on this drive. Are we going to have some space with Bennett? And we are. Can he hang on? He can't. Because this is Madden. Just hit the 2-minute warning. 3rd down and 2. Can Ryan Shazier get there? And he does. Gets the sack. 3rd down and 10. Hopefully we can pick this up. Because we're not doing too good offensively. A's wide open. But you know, as soon as he gets open, we get hit. Oh man, wide open receiver. That's going to be Anderson. Finds the zone once again. Mark Sanchez is lighting us up. Oh man, I was all over that. But it was not fast enough to hang with Devin Smith, who gets his 2nd touchdown reception of the game. Like, God. Oh, man, please, Tyrod. This could be huge. Tyrod Taylor, we get a touchdown right before the half. I just clicked X, hoping he'd be open because we already have pressure in our face. And we get an absolute miracle of a touchdown pass to Terrell Pryor, 81 yards. 3rd down and 8. Play action pass from Tyrod. We're going to scramble. Do I make this throw? X down the field. What an overthrow! That's an awful throw from Tyrod Taylor as we had a receiver going wide open down the field. Would have been a huge play, but a huge overthrow from Tyrod Taylor lands right into the hands of the veteran cornerback, Darrell Revis. As that would have been such a big play, man. Look at this. He's wide open down that seam and just an awful throw. So they're on the outskirts of field goal range. I'm going to blitz with the premise of hopefully knocking them out of field goal range with the sack. So this is a high risk, like high reward type play. We're not going to get the sack. That's a holding call. That's like the second or probably actually the best thing that could have happened right there. Please, fellas. Please, fellas. He's going to chunk it deep. Actually, he's not. He's going to throw it to Anderson, who runs out of bounds. Need another miracle, man. This could be it. Oh, man, I should have waited. I should have waited. I should have waited. Biggest play of the game so far. 3rd and 10 from midfield. We cannot let them score another point. And we get another sack. That's going to be Agba coming off the end. Oh, man, what a punt. What a punt. We are screwed at the 2-yard line. We actually got some time in the pocket. This is new. This is new. Hey, run down the field. Oh, my God, Bennett. Bennett. Why did he stop? So the Jets have the 32nd ranked defense in the NFL, and somehow with that they're 5-2 on the year with Mark Sanchez at quarterback. But we've only scored 10 points. Like, this is absolutely crazy. Ezekiel Elliott has 5 rushes for like -7 yards right now. So we need a miracle here on 3rd down and 16, dude. Like, we can't even run the ball on 1st down. When I try to run the ball on 1st down, this is what happens. We have a 3rd down and 16, man. Oh, we need luck. We need some luck on this play, guys. Oh, man. Bennett, please make the catch, Bennett. What can he do? All I can do is try to possession catch. Oh, can we get pressure today or tomorrow? He's just going to throw it out of bounds. That's Mark Sanchez for you, but I'm glad it is Mark Sanchez at that point. So another run that puts us in the hole to start off this drive. I gotta stop running the football in this game. Like, we don't have that much longer anyway. And Ezekiel Elliott runs into his own goddamn lineman. Like, what are we doing? Like, here we go. 3rd down and 12. Like, I don't know if we'll get another chance after this. Like, this has been bad. So bad. Please make this catch. Hits Ezekiel Elliott right in the hands. Oh, man, the post route, wide open. He breaks a tackle. That's touchdown. That's game. That is touchdown. That's game. Devin Smith's 3rd touchdown reception in this game. Caught me completely off guard. Should have had to stop, but of course, with it being Madden, he breaks a tackle. 21-10. We got to score a touchdown quick if we want to have a chance. The post route's going to be... What has happened to this game? What a pathetic attempt of a throw from Tyrod Taylor. 3rd down and 6, dude. This is genuinely our last chance in this ball game. We've got to get a stop. Hopefully, kick him out of field goal range. Kick him. Hit him out of field goal range. But that's Matt Forte. We got this stop. This is going to be a pretty long field goal. I'm trying to save all 3 of my timeouts in case we score very quick. Hopefully, they miss this, though. But, like, it's really not that big of a deal if they do make it. And there's no way. I was about to say, if that thing curled back in and they made it, which it did curl back in, but thank God I didn't have enough strength. Like, nobody is open. Nobody's open. We're going to scramble with Tyrod. He's going to get a big play, though. Oh, there's a flag. Might as well throw the goddamn ball away. Guys, nobody's open. Go down this. Are you actually kidding me? Are you just... I swear to God, dude. There's no way we win this game. I'm trying not to use any of my timeouts because genuinely the only way we can come back in this game is if... like, we score a touchdown quick and use all 3 timeouts if we don't get the onside kick. So, Terrell Pryor, this is our only chance. You got to make this catch, bro. 1-on-1. He makes the catch. Let's go. Oh, man, I got to use my timeout. God dang it, man. Oh, well, he made the catch. Still a big play. Bennett, please be open, Bennett. Why does he float it? Why does he float it? He makes a catch, but why in God's name is Tyrod Taylor floating these passes? We've got to score TD quick. It's got to be on this play. It's got to. Tyrod Taylor into the end zone. That's a touchdown. Might as well go for 2 in case we do get the onside kick to make it a field goal game. Tyrod Taylor celebrating like he didn't just throw 3 horrible interceptions in this game. That, at this point, is the difference maker in this one. See if we can get this and try to make it easier on ourselves. We're going to scramble again with Tyrod. We have wide open. Doesn't matter, I guess, because we're probably not going to get the onside kick, but we're going to attempt it. Here it is, boys. The only chance we have coming back in this ball game. Even if we get it, we probably won't come back. We won't score a touchdown. But here's our chance. The onside kick. Oh my God, we got it. We got the onside kick, and we do have a timeout. I am absolutely in complete shock, and I'm excited. Because if we win this ball game, oh, that 2-point conversion at this point would have been absolutely massive, boys. But we still have a chance. We still have a chance. Oh, A's open. Bennett, make this catch. And he does. Bennett, break this tackle. 4 seconds. This is our last chance, boys. 4 seconds. Oh, man. I think our best shot is to run this play that we just, the vertical route, and either have, look for Bennett or look for Coleman down the seam. I might actually, guys, I'm scared. I'm scared. We don't even deserve to be in this point, but man, here we go. Here we freaking go. Here's nothing. What was I supposed to do there? Bennett couldn't get off freaking press coverage. Neither could Corey Coleman. There was no hope there. There was genuinely no hope. So anticlimactic. We dropped this game 21-16, man. Tyrod Taylor, man, his worst game. Easily his worst game on the year. Some absolutely pathetic throws in this one, man. Absolutely pathetic. And you look at his stat line, shows how pathetic he was. 12 of 29, 276 yards, touchdown, 3 interceptions. One which was my fault at the very beginning of the game, but the other 2 completely just errant throws. Mark Sanchez, 13-17, had a pretty good game, and I was making fun of him. That's what I get, right? Our run game is the reason why we played so bad offensively, because we were in like 2nd and 15 situations the whole entire game, and 3rd and longs. It's just ridiculous. Zeke, 8 rushes, -7 yards, and I probably don't show you a lot of the clips of me running the football because it makes the video a lot longer, and there's no point because we get like hit in the backfield every single play. Derrick Henry didn't have a good game. 4 rushes, 5 yards. Tyrod Taylor did scramble for a bit. Our leading rusher, that's not our quarterback, was our fullback with Wayne Carey. Now, receiving yards, I said at the beginning after his first touchdown reception, I didn't know who he was. I definitely know who he is now. 6 receptions, 135 yards, and 3 touchdowns. Now, defensively, total tackles, Ryan stays here with 8, and he had 2 sacks as well. So, I don't know what to say. That sucked. So, how do we have a 95 rated offense and an 87 rated defense, but only an 85 overall? And Tyrod Taylor keeps on regressing. Well, guys, that is going to do it for today's episode. Hopefully you did enjoy, although we did take the loss. I apologize, but sometimes things just don't go your way, and a lot of things didn't go our way in today's episode. But hopefully you still did enjoy. If you did, make sure to drop a like, and be sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Next week, we are going to be taking on the Dallas Cowboys, who are struggling right now at 3-4, so hopefully we can take advantage of that and not lose 2 straight. Well, that's it, guys. That is going to do it. Like I said, be sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I will catch you guys next time. Have a great rest of your day. Peace.